What's up, YouTube? Mech here, back again. Welcome back to the BeerdedMECH channel. We're here for another beer review. I'm sorry to say it's another IPA. Oh no, the dreaded IPA is back. I promise that after this, I'm gonna really try to seek out some more different kinds of beers. Not beards, beers. I've noticed lately, especially, that the more I look for new beer, the more I find it's IPAs. I don't know what it is. It must be just where I'm from. For some reason, people just love IPAs. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to like IPAs, but I don't want it to be an IPA review channel. I want it to be a beer review channel. And unfortunately, when it comes to other things like porters and stouts and you know, really niche kind of things. Not niche, I should say, but craft stuff that's not the norm that everybody sees. I mean, there probably are still beers out there that everybody can get anywhere. Stuff that's not craft, per se, that I could still do a review on, but I really like doing stuff that's new to me as well. And a lot of times, you have to buy a 4-pack or a 6-pack to try out those kinds of beers. And I wish I could just buy a single. I would love it. Picture this. If you had a beer store where you can walk in and you can literally buy a single of like anything you want. I'm gonna do this. I want to try that. I want to review this. I want to review that. And I can go home with like 12 new beers, all different styles, and just have one can. So I don't need to buy a 4-pack. That gets expensive too, because usually craft beers, a 4-pack is like maybe like $15 for a 4-pack. And I get it, it's good stuff, it's craft beer, but I would love it if I could just have one, so I can review it and talk about it and decide, oh, I like that a lot. I want to go back and get some more. Maybe I'll find a place like that someday. There is a beer store I saw kind of far away from me, though. I didn't go inside. We were just passing it. And it looked like, judging by the name of the place, it looked like it was just a big beer store. Maybe they got stuff like that there. I'll have to go check it out sometime. But anyway, the beer in question today is the... wow. The green screen's trying to mess with the can. The Juice Bomb Northeastern IPA from Sloop Brewing Co. I've never heard of these guys. Sloop Brewing, store cold, drink fresh. Well, duh, wouldn't you always do that? And you got these birdies. I think they're birds. On the side of the can here, we have... brewed and canned by Sloop Brewing Co., Hopewell Junction, New York, and Hampton, New Hampshire. Okay, so that explains why. I just heard a thud. I think it was a cat over on the other side of the wall on the cat tree. Yeah, that probably explains why I found this here. It's made in it's made in New York and Hampton, New Hampshire. So Hampton is like down by the coast. So that's local-ish for me. 6.5% ABV, pretty standard for an IPA. Usually it's like maybe, unless it's a session IPA, which is like 5 or 5.5 ABV. Usually like regular ABVs, regular IPAs. I'm getting a phone call. I'm not answering it right this second. Yeah, usually typical IPAs are like 6 ABV and up, and then like what you can get even higher, like 9 or 10%. So it says here the Sloop Juice Bomb, all the citrusy, juicy flavor of American hops. Cool. We're not going to go to Beer Advocate today because I already looked, and there are like no reviews at all. There's like 2, but it's not even enough to get a score. The 2 that I saw, they gave it like a 3 point something. It was like almost a 4, and then there's another one that was like 4.37 or something like that. Not enough to garner like just an overall score. So I'm not even gonna bother looking at it. And just for good measure, I went to ratebeer.com to see if that had a rating, and not even that site had it. Like, I typed it in, and it didn't even show up. So screw it when it comes to the ratings, I guess. So we're just not gonna bother. Let's open this can. Get this out of the way because I have no good place for it. I'm pouring it into my Guinness glass, even though obviously this is not a Guinness, but this is one of my favorite glasses that I have, because you can get, you can fit 16-ounce cans in it, usually. I think. Yeah. Standard is 12, so yeah. I just realized I was talking and my mic wasn't even in front of my face. I don't know if you heard that or not. But yeah. Of course, the green screen's gonna screw with it. I'm planning on getting a green screen that's actually a proper chroma key green. If you're new here, you want to see what it looks like. That's my green screen. It's it might look decent to you, but really that's not the chroma green you want. You want like a true like lime green. That really isn't cutting it. It's just some cut fabric from Joann's Fabric. It's almost like a fleece material, and I got it way back in the day when I tried to stream, and I'm like, oh, I want to have a green screen because all the big streamers have green screens, and it worked just fine. I was able to make it happen. It was with a computer that's not even as good as what I have now, and it worked. But oddly enough, when I tried to set this up after all those years and using a different computer and stuff like that, different lighting, it actually didn't really work as well now as it did then. So, and the thing about green screens when you're doing beer reviews, it just doesn't work well sometimes, because then you end up with this. That's not good. Nobody wants to see that. They want to see the beer. They don't want to see a screwed up picture of it because of a damn green screen. But I'm working on getting this room ready, finished up, and we're gonna, I gotta mud the drywall, and I gotta paint, and then we're gonna have like, the usual geeky stuff that I do, like with the signs and the posters and the what have you. So there you go. That's a little rundown of what's going on. So anyway, since you can't see super well, it's very orange juice-esque, which might make sense considering how it's called a juice bomb. It's got like this white frothy head that's kind of sticking around a little bit. We might even have enough room here to swish it before we drink any. Oh, actually, you know what? That very orange juice-esque look that I was just talking about, it's in the smell too. Dude, it smells like straight up orange juice. Straight up orange juice. I am not kidding. Wow. So let's do a little swish. See if we can bring out some even more smell. As you can see, it's very hazy. At least that you can tell. Can't see anything through it at all. Yeah, man, it smells like a freaking orange juice. And you got this frothy head. Let's have a sip. I can't wait to try this out. Cheers, everybody. Wow. It's not high on carbonation at first. You do get a little bit of that on your tongue, but it's not super carbonated, which is not bad. It's not super bitter, which is very characteristic of a it's very characteristic of an IPA to be bitter. I'm gonna pour more of this in here. Can't quite fit it all. How much is in this can anyway? It's a pint, obviously. Oh, okay. This is a 19.2 ounce. That's why it doesn't fit. So it's a good-looking beer. It's a good-smelling beer. It's got a great flavor if you like orange. I hate to be so vague, but really that's what I get. It's very orange juicy. Hence the name probably. And also it doesn't have a ton of bitter, which you would usually get from an IPA, like I said. And also it's got low carbonation. So it almost kind of harkens to like an orange juice mixed drink, sorta. It is sort of tart. You know how if you drink orange juice, you can kind of get that little bit of acidity and that tartness of it, along with the orange juice flavor. That's basically what this is. If I didn't know it was a beer, I wouldn't say, oh, that's just a glass of orange juice, but it's close. It's very, very close. It's literally probably the orangiest, if that's even a word, the orangiest beer I think I've ever had, and that's not a bad thing. You know, I like orange juice, so. It's good. Would recommend, would buy again. That is actually very refreshing. I like that. So being somebody who likes orange juice, I like using orange juice for like a mixed drink. So orange beer, very nice. It's almost got like a sour-ish afternote to it, which is fine. Because up front it's just orange and it's a very smooth and easy drinkability. I don't know why it's missing so much carbonation, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me. So it's good. Hey, the Juice Bomb Northeastern IPA. It's good. I think it borders on great. Too bad there isn't much info or notes about it online because it's, I guess, kind of like a microbrew. I find like one of the more prominent one of the more prominent breweries that I've done reviews for is a Kelson Brewing out of Londonderry, New Hampshire, and there's hardly ever info on that beer online, like ratings or nothing. Sometimes they have notes, but for the most part they don't have scores, they don't have notes or ratings or whatever, because it's just a really local type brew, and maybe this is the same. So anyways, guys, if you like orange and you can get a hold of this, definitely do it. It's very good. So in theory, in name, it was an IPA, but it surprised me because of how citrusy and how orangey it is, and it doesn't make me think IPA because it's not bitter, and it's not. Sometimes IPA is really grapefruit forward. This is just orange through and through, and it's not bitter really at all. So a bit surprising. I came into this thinking, oh boy, I'm doing another IPA, but it's not like a typical IPA, and it's all the better for it. So, cool. So hey, thank you guys if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that was nice. Next time we're definitely gonna be doing something different. Hopefully, a new stout or a porter or just something that's not an IPA or just like a regular standard beer. So thank you again for watching, you guys. Cheers. Have a beer. We'll see you next time.